What's up? I'm Atia Babcock. In this video, I want to share with you a little way you can put your horse in a bind and teach your horse how to think through having ropes around them and pulling from different positions and getting your horse comfortable with ropes down around their legs and such like that. Scarlett had an incident maybe like 3 years ago where I had someone who tied her up to feed her grain, but they tied her really loose, and so she got all tangled up. She got spun. She was tied to a post here. She spun around, got that rope all around her hind end, and she started to panic, obviously, because she couldn't go anywhere. She was hard tied. And so it's given her some residual effects of things being down below her hock. She really has trouble thinking through that. She tends to just panic and try to back out of it, which is not helpful. Thankfully, when the situation happened, it could have been a train wreck, but she allowed me to walk up to her, get her undone, but it could have been a disaster. But thankfully it wasn't, and now I'm just trying to retrain and untrain some of that behavior and some of that panic that she has about ropes being down around her. And we're just going to work on a simple spin exercise. I hope you find this interesting. Here we go. All right, so prep step number 1 is getting your horse to follow a feel off of one rein and come back to you. Good girl. And she does pretty good at this with it higher up by her hocks. The lower down it gets, the more kind of worried she gets about it. So that's where she needs the practice. I'm gonna try to stay on the same side. Oh crap. If you lose it like that, that's no big deal. Alright. The lower down it gets, the harder it is for her, so I'm kind of playing with that just for a minute and getting her comfortable with it. When it gets down below her cocks, that's where she has trouble. So every time she does it right, I'm gonna spend a little time rubbing on her, let her know that she did the right thing. And I'm gonna back straight away from my horse's hip. Oh, and that was so much better. She didn't get all worried about it that time. It's all these little things that mean a lot to our horse, you know, getting them set up in a bind and asking them to be comfortable with it and kind of problem solve is so important for your horse. We can make our horse a good problem solver. It'll make him a better partner, and they won't panic when we get in you know, situations where you're really testing your horse. If you know, trail ride or ride out on a ranch, you need your horse to be a good partner for you and to really think through problems and not just panic. We want a partner, not a prey animal. Yeah. Let her finish licking her lips. It's always important to let your horse process those thoughts. I know. I can kind of stay here and lock her just a little bit. There we go. Much better. It's important to stay on the same side as you started. That way your horse can't get wrapped around in that rope several times. That's pretty important. And there's lots of different little ways I can play with this. I can also ask them to turn just by having it over their back like this. But for today, this is where she needs the most help. Sorry, sweetie. And that time I just got it too low. So I'm gonna back her on out of it, pull her forward. Sometimes you don't quite get the rope in the right spot, and that's okay. That happens. Doesn't always go how you planned it. And I don't want her to move yet, so I'm just gonna wait. So I'm not asking for anything right now. Thank you. Now I'm gonna start pulling, and now's when you can see she's thinking about it. She's like, which way do I go? There we go. Good girl. I would much rather my horse wait and think through it like she just did than panic. We'll do it one more time. I think the way she handled that last time is pretty good. Closer. Oh, and that was the winner. That was nice and soft. Good girl. So as you can see, something as simple as that can mean a lot to your horse. Just putting them in that position where they really have to think can help your horse become a better problem solver. So keep it simple, keep it savvy, and until next time.